from Frack-free Ryedale. He joins me now from North Yorkshire. So, David, it looks as if this is a battle you're not going to win. Why do you think this likely decision has been undemocratic?
Well, I think at the moment we haven't actually got a decision, because all we've got is the planning officer's recommendations. And my understanding is, I did have a look on the website for Lancashire County Council. He's actually, I don't know whether the planning officer is a lady or a gentleman, but they've recommended approval of one site, that's the Preston New Road site, and recommended refusal on the Rosica site. So it is up to the councillors' planning committee to make a decision based on those recommendations. So at the moment, we've got a planning officer's recommendations.
It's interesting, this issue of democracy, isn't it? Because MPs and many MEPs have just recently voted for a moratorium on this. Why do you think they and you are being ignored by the government?
Well, the government's nailed their colours to their mast. They're very keen to get on with fracking. They made it very clear. Amber Rudd's been very clear in press and TV interviews since she was re-elected after the general election that they will carry on regardless, despite what evidence is coming out from America with further problems, which
well, America seems to be a success story. What's the problem with your area? Why are you so concerned about fracking?
Well, we've got the same concerns that Lancashire has. We have a very small network of roads in our area. Once fracking starts wholesale, which is the intention, which nobody actually talks about, it'll be just pandemonium locally. The quality of life for locals will take such a dive. It's the industrialisation of the countryside.
But won't locals benefit economically?
Well, they may benefit economically through some sort of payment. How this is made, how it's disseminated, we have no idea. So,
well, you seem to be talking more about the disruption there. It's almost that NIMBYism, and not in my backyard with all the lorries and what's involved in it. But actually, what about the environmental concerns as well? I mean, clearly the government is going ahead. The the Environment Agency has said, indeed, that there aren't any major problems as such. So, and they're still investigating, of course. But it seems as if the government is pretty convinced it's not a hazard.
Well, the government are convinced. Whether the Environment Agency are convinced, I would like to say, having been to their consultation meeting today, all I can say is quite a lot of the answers I got to my questions were somewhat woolly, and to be quite honest, weren't really answers. Several of the questions I've got to follow up by emailing them with my detailed questions to get a detailed answer. And my understanding of today's consultation event was that there was going to be experts there who would be able to answer questions to allay the fears not only of myself but of lots of other members of the public who attended that meeting.
Well, and plenty of people across the country. You're representative of many people concerned. Just finally, do you think that the council will listen to you in your area, and indeed you could actually win this fight in the long term?
Yes, I think the council will listen to us. Whether we will win the battle, that depends on how brave they're prepared to be. Ultimately, it's only going to make a small difference in terms of the energy security, which is always trotted out as the main excuse for wanting to carry out this type of gas development.
David, thank you very much indeed for talking to us live here on RT UK. Thanks for your time. David Davis. Well, it's 16 minutes past.